again, everybody. We are on the road. I decided last night that we were just going to head straight up to Joshua Tree National Forest and go and explore out there and see what we can do. And I've got a couple different ideas in mind for the day. So if the day goes, when we're out in Joshua Tree, if it takes all day, great. We'll camp out in Joshua Tree National Forest. If for whatever reason it seems to go by fairly quickly, the end goal will be to get to the Mojave Desert tonight and camp out there. So those are my kind of two different options that I'm playing with. So one is to be in Joshua Tree for as long as possible, doing exploring and just having a good time. But if we get through a lot of it and all the trails that I have marked out, because I have a route marked out, if we get through it all, then we'll head towards the Mojave. And the reasoning for that is because we start the trek home tomorrow. Now, we're not going to get all the way back to Denver tomorrow or anything like that. What we may do is go from the Mojave Desert or Joshua Tree, depending on which one, and head up to Moab and stop there and then trek the last 5 hours home the following day. But we're going to kind of see, I'm playing around with that. But right now we are on I-15 heading north towards the LA area. I'm actually heading for Indigo, whatever the heck it's called. I'm heading out that way so I can get to the trail, the start of the trail I want to do that takes us into the Joshua Tree National Forest. But it is barely 6 o'clock this morning. I got up early because it's Southern California on a Monday. I wanted to get through this as quickly and with as less traffic as humanly possible. So we are on the move, guys. We have 2 hours before we even hit Indio, or whatever that town is called. I can never say it correctly. So I will catch up with you all in a couple hours. To the start. Now, I didn't know the start of this trail is kind of like an old abandoned road. It is pretty much asphalt. This is my view. And it's very trashy. Like, the people of Indio really use this place like a trash haven. It looks like a dump. It's disgusting. But we are going to take this through the mountains, because if we look up ahead, we have to go through those mountains to get to Joshua Tree. So we are going to take this through, and it should connect so we can get to Joshua Tree National Forest. It is just before 9 o'clock, so it took about 3 hours or so. It was a very pretty drive. Oh my goodness, we had some massive fog for at least a good 45 minutes, and then it cleared out and it was gorgeous. Oh my goodness, coming through the San Bernardino National Forest and down. Wow, that was amazing. I truly enjoyed coming down that. That was amazing. But we are gonna head on this. I will probably bring you guys along more once we get off of this asphalt, just because it is nasty to look at. Like, seriously, I wouldn't want to show you guys what's outside my windows. I don't want anyone to see what's outside my windows. It's terrible. But I am super excited to get the day going. I topped off in I'm very bad with saying that. Indio. I topped off the tank. I barely used not even a quarter tank of gas to get here, but I wanted to make sure everything was topped off, and so that we could get on the move and not have to worry. But I'm super excited, guys, because this is going to be one of those adventures where we're going out, we're not heading back anywhere, we're just going to continue outwards, camp, continue on, camp again, and make my way back to Colorado. So this is going to be another fun part of our 8-day adventure, because this is day 6 out of the 8. I think I said it was 4 yesterday. No, I was wrong. All the days kind of blend together to a degree, but this is day 6. We got today, tomorrow, and then we get home, because it's kind of like 7.5, because I doubt it's going to take me all day to get home on Wednesday, but we will see. But this is where our journey is going to begin, guys. So here in a second, because the road looks like it's coming to an end, I'm going to pull over, air down, and we're going to get ourselves moving. Okay, guys, we are aired down. I've put some sunscreen on because I don't tan, I just burn. But I put sunscreen on, and I think we are ready to hit the trail. So as you can see behind me, that behind me is the way up, and we have to go through these mountains because Joshua Tree is on the other side of them. So it should be a really fun journey. The trail is rated at, I think, a 3, so it shouldn't be too terribly difficult in the sense of like not being able to get through it, unless we run into something like we did yesterday where someone got themselves stuck so badly that they can't get out. We'll see, and someone's shooting back that way. But we're gonna start making our way up that trail, guys. I am super excited. So yeah, let's get going, because I want to get into Joshua Tree. We got a lot to see. What are my kind of initial impressions of the trail? The trail itself isn't actually too bad. Like, it's a decent trail. It's not any kind of washboard stuff. It's like an actual trail, which is awesome. The scenery outside the trail is not that great, just because, like I said, humans are disgusting, and they have treated this area like it's a dump. So there is just nothing but massive amounts of trash everywhere. So that's why haven't really shown you guys a whole lot of the trail yet, just because every time I think, oh, it's starting to clear out, you turn a corner and there's more, and it's absolutely disgusting. So here soon, I am hoping I can show you more of the trail. I'm guessing when this gets a little more challenging is when the trail will be cleaner. But if you decide to go into the Joshua Tree National Forest the way of Dillon, I think it's Dillon Road, from Indio, just be aware, like, the first, so far, 3 miles of this trail has been nothing but trash. Just because the local people that live here treat it like a dumpster. So, just so you guys know. But the trail itself, though, the trail is actually really good so far. I've had no issues with the trail. It's been, decent. I'll give it that. It has been decent so far. get past all the trash, it gets super pretty back here, guys. Oh my goodness, it is awesome. Like in this trail, I think it's rated at a 3. I'll get that info for you and you'll see it up here, because I just don't remember off the top of my head. But it hasn't been that bad. Like, there's a couple little areas that had some rocks and stuff like that you had to kind of squeeze through, but it wasn't nothing, you know, serious or anything or strenuous. But this has just been a very pleasant, you know, trail that just kind of keeps you awake and on your toes with the scenery and just how the trail goes, because you can see people have made their own kind of paths through the trail in various areas, so you'll get like 3 forks in the trail that all reconverge, but they don't appear on Onyx anywhere except for the main one that you're trying to follow. So you never know, because some of them will shoot down a different little area. But it is awesome coming through this, like literally just taking a pass. This is like just going through the mountain pass the old way. And just, this is the way I chose to get to Joshua Tree. I am so happy I chose this way because it is beautiful. I could have taken roads, driven all the way around, but instead I came through the middle, and I'm so glad I did, because you can just tell that though people do come out here, probably a lot on the weekend, no one's out here. I've seen no one but the one guy that was shooting. Like, this is great. All this wildlife is running around. Well, when I say running around, there's rabbits bouncing around places and birds everywhere. But it is just, it's peaceful, guys. It's just me. And it is, oh my goodness. I'm so glad I chose to come this way in the Joshua Tree. I'm so glad I chose this way. It has been just an amazing way of doing it. If you guys decide to come out the Joshua Tree, try and take one of the trails into the National Forest area instead of, you know, going through the main road and stuff like that, because you'll never know what you're missing. Like, you will never know that you missed all this if you don't come out here. Just taking that second, guys, look at this. Like, oh my goodness, all the way around. It's amazing. Now we still got to head up that way, and going this way, we're getting through the mountain. We're almost actually out of the mountain pass area itself, so we should be, you know, this should be kind of like that final climb out, and then we should descend into Joshua Tree. Is my guess. I'm guessing that off of my Onyx off-road maps. So let's continue to climb and see what else is in store, because I think we should almost be done. Maybe another 15 minutes or so, and we should be doing the descent into Joshua Tree. But I'm not quite sure, so let's go find out. pretty out here, guys. Absolutely gorgeous. Love it. Oh my goodness, is it nice. This having to walk to set up the camera and walk back thing though is very slow. I do get to enjoy things a little more, but it's very slow. The joys of having a bad knee. Oh well, it's not going to impede my fun, because there's the Jeep and we got to keep going down this road here, guys, and we will see how much further it is into Joshua Tree. We're already seeing them. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh my goodness, it's pretty out here. I'm having so much fun. Wow, guys, this place is awesome. Oh my goodness, it is so beautiful out here. Just, you know, you have the Joshua trees everywhere. It's actually really clear down here, and it is just huge. Like on a map, Joshua Tree National Forest doesn't look massive, but out here when you see it in person, wow, it is fabulous, guys. Like I can't take my eyes off the scenery. Everywhere I look, there's something else to look at. It is so beautiful. I cannot believe it. Oh my goodness, I am so happy I decided to come up here today and just to go out here and explore this place. I'm sorry, hands down, this, in my eyes and in my opinion, which is my opinion, this is better than the Anza Borrego Desert. 1,000 times better than the Anza Borrego Desert. The Anza Borrego Desert was fun and it was cool to see, but this place is drop dead beautiful. Holy cats. It is amazing out here. I am in heaven right now, guys. Like, this is even topping the Arizona deserts at the moment. And I don't know why. This place is just so amazing to me. I just completely in awe by just the mountains, the scenery, all the Joshua trees, the way the trails have been just winding through them. It has been fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Oh, I'm just so happy, guys. I'm happy. I cannot express how happy I am right now. This is amazing. Wow, guys, I don't know what it is about this place, but it is amazing. It is fantastic. I love it out here. I don't know, that whole drive coming down, which in a second I'll show you. You can see the trail we just came down that brings you down from the pass that brought us, you know, I told you those mountains that we had to come over, they're right behind the camera, which I'll show you in a second. But I don't know what it is, but I am completely in awe by this place, and it is gorgeous out here, guys. Absolutely gorgeous. And then right here, we'll just spin the camera some, why don't we? We got all these rocks, massive rock formations, which are awesome. We're gonna go explore those here in just a second. But then if we come back that way, so there's the mountains that I said that we had to cross over to get to here, and a crow saying welcome, I guess, I don't know. And then if we can zoom it some, let's see, can I get it? Yep. See that trail right there? Where's my finger? There it is. That's what we just came down to get to here. And that brings us down from the pass over here. And it has been awesome, guys. Sorry, tightening the camera so it stops spinning. It's just gorgeous. And all these Joshua trees, just driving through them. It's been wonderful. Oh my goodness. Like I said earlier, I don't know why. I love this place. This is awesome. Now, we do have some trails further up that I want to hit. I have several marked out on Onyx Off-Road right now. But we do have to go down this trail a little bit further, but I wanted to stop and look at these rock formations. But there are some of the other trails, you know, this is all Joshua trees out here, but there are some of them that kind of have that more iconic Joshua tree feel. So that's what we're gonna go hit, some of those, and I have a whole route planned so we can just work our way through. But I wanna go check out these rocks, guys, because it is great out here. I am having so much fun in it and have such a blast of a time. So let's go check out these rocks. Wow, look at all these rocks. This is awesome. Oh my goodness. If my knee would feeling better, I'd climb up on more of these rocks, but it's not playing nice, so I'm not gonna even attempt to because it's just gonna be painful. But this is gorgeous, guys. Wow. And I got all these crows right behind me. Wow, it is so cool. I want to head out towards those boulders back there, which we're actually going to be heading that way. That's the way the trail goes. So let's make our way back down to the Jeep, guys, and let's continue on. I'm so excited. This is so cool to see all these different places on this trip, because, you know, we started off Colorado, and we stopped in Moab, hit Arizona, and then we are out here in Southern California, and we hit Anza Borrego, and now we're out here. This is fabulous, guys. This has been an awesome, awesome trip. And this right here is just, I don't know, it's kind of like the icing on the cake at the moment. And so I really want to see what else is out here, because I am having just a blast. thing so far, guys. This is awesome. It is very windy. I would love to launch the drone. It'd be really cool, especially through this trail that I'm particularly on. It literally just cuts right up next to the Joshua trees. That's why I chose it. But I wish I could launch the drone so I could get other shots other than just the camera setup. But as you can probably hear on the mic, it is crazy windy. And knowing my luck, I'll send it up and it'll just crash, because the wind will do something like it did a couple weeks ago. So we're not doing that. But I'm having a blast. And if we look over this way, those mountains in the background, sure, let me show you a big tree in front of me. Those mountains in the background, that's the mountains we came over to get here, which is awesome. And then the mountains in front of me, which when we get back towards the Jeep, I'll show you, are actually snow-capped. It's really pretty out here. Oh my goodness, guys. It is absolutely gorgeous. But this trail that I'm on just cuts, as you can kind of see, it just cuts through these Joshua trees. And that's why I wanted to come on it, because it just brings you right close. Gives you that awesome feel of being up near the Joshua trees and seeing, why they call it the Joshua Tree National Forest. Because it's very spread out here, but it is awesome to be able to hit these kind of trails and stuff. All right, guys. See, can I get it on here for you guys? See that mountain back there? Whoop. That mountain, oh my goodness. Snow-capped. This is just gorgeous scenery, guys. Gorgeous. Oh, I'm loving it. Rejoin the main trail. Like, there are roads that cut through this national forest, but this is kind of like a main trail where you can go either direction, because the one we were on was a one-way. So we're just gonna keep following this a little bit. I've got some areas, like this is part of the trail that I marked out because it takes us back to some other ones, but it's been gorgeous, guys. But now we're kind of up next to these mountains. Just take a look. We are up next to these mountains, and I don't know, this is really cool. We're near a bunch of rocks and things, but there are lots of people out here, so I probably won't film as much, just because you never know with people, they can get irritated very easily. But man, guys, it is pretty out here. There are more people out here though than what I was expecting. Like, I know colleges are starting to get out. It's one of the reasons why I did this trip now, was to beat the summertime, everyone out of school. There are a lot of people over in this area, at least. There are quite a few we are kind of on one of the main roads, like the road. I did not know that this would converge onto an actual road, but it has. So we are going to cruise it. Because I do have it marked, I guess, just from, Onyx. I didn't look at it quite clearly enough, I guess. I'll be honest with you, I'm not quite sure, but it is a road that we are going to follow down because this should connect onto, hopefully, more trails. That's what I had marked out, because on Onyx Off-Road, it showed it as dirt. Yeah, because it didn't show blacktop. I was trying to avoid blacktop at all costs, but we have hit blacktop. So what we are going to do is follow it down, see if it connects onto other trails. If not, there are other trails out here. We'll go find some, and then we'll stop here in a little bit just because I'm getting a little hungry and I want more food. Go figure, I'm hungry. I know. But that's what we're gonna do, guys. So let's keep going down this road and see where it goes. So change of pace here a bit. Mainly because the other trail that I had marked, that, you know, I was gonna do this nice big fun loop, is closed. So we are actually going to head we're gonna stay on the road here and head back across the park towards the other areas of trails that Onyx actually has marked as trails, because the ones that I was doing weren't actually marked on Onyx Off-Road. I actually had to find them on All Trails, which is not a sponsor of the channel either, and then mark them on Onyx Off-Road. So we're gonna go to the other side where Onyx Off-Road has other off-road trails marked, and we're gonna go hit some of those and have some more fun out that way. We're just gonna take a nice gentle cruise on some asphalt though across the park. Kind of see everything I was seeing over that way, because that's over where we were to where we are now. So I'm just gonna cruise along this, guys, and when we hit back on the trail, I will reconnect with y'all. We have hit dirt. This is called the Old Dave Trail, something along those lines. It is at the complete, like, eastern end of the Joshua Tree National Forest or National Park. There's no Joshua trees down in this part. It is very much just your typical desert plant life. As you guys can kind of see out the window, there's no Joshua trees or anything like that, but we're gonna take this road. It should take us out of Joshua Tree instead of, you know, taking an actual paved road. We're back on dirt, so this should take us out that way, and that is my hope. So we shall see, because I drove about 20-something miles through the park just to get here. Because I was not expecting Joshua Tree to, you know, I wasn't expecting the park to be so paved out. Like, there weren't a ton of trails, or maybe it's just because I just didn't know where the trails were, because, you know, either Onyx doesn't have them or All Trails doesn't mention them. You know, there's tons of hiking to do in there, but there's not a ton of off-roading in the sense of what was up there. But I had a lot of fun. Up top of the upper part of the park is gorgeous. I absolutely love it. It was fantastic to see that. This lower part, it's something. And we're back on some washboard stuff, so everything's just kind of rattling and making noise. But this is still part of the adventure. I'm very curious to see where this is going to go. And I'm hoping it'll take us all the way there, because if so, it becomes one of our, you know, second successful times of going from one side of something to another. So I will have crossed the whole Joshua National Forest or Park, whichever one you want to call it. So, hoping. I'm going to film a little bit differently on this part, guys. We're going to do a little more from the rig itself. Just because it is a little bit hotter. It is quite windy out, And two, I'm in some very soft sand at the moment, though you hear this. There's a lot of soft sand that I'm actually kind of driving through, so I don't want to just bog down because I am by myself. But we're gonna just do it that way, and if I find some areas that I feel that I can get out and put up the camera without getting stuck, I will definitely do it, okay? But that is the plan going forward. So let's keep on going down this road. It's supposed to be about 12.5 miles. And it should pop us out on California 62. I think it's the 62. Don't quote me on that. It'll appear right here if it's the 62, which it should be the 62. But we're gonna get out there and then we will work on to the next leg of our adventure.
long way down.
just come up this little section here. My goodness, it was steep. The view's incredible. That view is gorgeous, I will give you that. That's the view from the driver's seat right here. But we still got some more to climb, so let's keep climbing. Well guys, we have just exited the Joshua Tree National Park. There's the sign. And we climbed up this road back here all the way up here, and we still have road we're still climbing. And unfortunately, as you can hear, the wind is stupid strong. And I tried to set up the camera and it almost blew it over, so it's been a little hard filming coming up, but it's been a fun little time. Like, we got off that washboard dirt track and literally have kind of just crawled up this mountain. It's pretty cool. But we still got some more to crawl, guys, so let's go finish crawling up that, and then we'll have the downhill and we'll see what else to get into, because the day is very much young. It's only 3, so decisions will be made when we hit the bottom. Stopped here for a second, guys, to show you that way out there is where we're heading on that trail there, and it just snakes its way back to where we are here. This has been a really fun route, I will admit. You know, it was a little just easy going before, and now I got more technical, and I'm loving it, guys. Absolutely loving it. Oh my gosh, this is fun. There are lots of little trails up here. I don't know where they quite go, but there are lots of different trails that you can take up here, guys. It's pretty cool. One day we'll have to do another trip where we just come out this way, maybe. Have to do more research into these trails. But our climbing isn't quite over with yet. We are climbing again. But we are just about done with this mountain range. I can say that because we went through most of it. I think this might be the last, or we may have one more little peak to crest, and then it should be downhill from there, which is pretty cool, you know. We went through one mountain pass into the Joshua Tree National Park. We went through another mountain pass to get out of it. It has been a fun day, guys. Like, I am so happy that today we were able to just, you know, though not all of Joshua Tree was all dirt, oh my lord, not all of it was just dirt. Like, we had some pavement, but I'm very glad that we kind of had to trek back this way and do it and leave the park this way, because this is pretty cool to actually be able to say I crossed the mountains into and out of the park in 2 different areas. That's pretty special in my eyes. That's a pretty special feeling. it has been a fun day. For right now, I'm just gonna close the video out for this, for this video. I'm just gonna go ahead and close it out. I am gonna go and find camp at the moment, but that may be another couple hours because we're gonna go to a completely different area. It is blowing like absolutely crazy outside, and there's dust everywhere, and I just got the tires all aired back up, and I got dust in my eyes and everything else, so. But I'm gonna end the video. It has been such an absolutely fun day, oh my goodness. Joshua Tree National Park, go to it. It is beautiful, and if you get the opportunity, go in through one of the passes, take the trail in. It makes it even more special because you took the harder way to get to the park. But that was awesome. So I will see you guys tomorrow morning. We still have more adventuring to do, guys. But I will see you guys tomorrow morning if I don't see you at camp later. So I will catch you guys then.